Welcome, welcome, welcome to the ill blur. Magic shooby-doo-doo, oh yeah. Welcome back to Ill Blur. Today's new video is going to be a story time on me almost getting kicked out of my English class due to my opinion or my belief on this. So this story starts off in my teacher's class. It's like my last semester of college, and it was like a couple days, maybe like 5 or 6 days before the final exam. But let's get right into it. So we're in Miss J's class. Miss J is like one of my favorite teachers during my end of my semester. You know what I'm saying? She was a really cool teacher. I don't know why people didn't like her. I really liked how she was. But we had our differences, of course. So we get through taking a pop quiz in one of her classes. And, you know, we took pop quizzes. And this one question in particular, because we had questions before that, she had us discuss with the class. That's one thing I liked about her class. Like, she let us kind of, you know, express how we feel about things. Even if you didn't, you know, she didn't agree with it, she would let you do that. But there was one topic, I think I just rubbed her the wrong way. So the class, you know, she was giving us questions. People were answering. It was one particular question, right? So what happened was, literally, she asked us this question, and this question, I guess, I don't know, man. Some people get a little emotional about things, but me being the person I am very honest, okay? So she asked us this question, Miss J. Miss J was like, what do you guys think about this? Do you think slavery is still exists, or it doesn't still exist, or did it evolve into something else? That was the question that kind of like made her furious with me, y'all. Let me just tell you before then. So everybody else was answering. Some people said, yeah, like slavery did do this and stuff. It still exists. It's, you know what I'm saying? Some people were yes to it, but they weren't quite like how I was. You know what I'm saying? They explained it in minor details. You know, me, I went all the way in, okay? Then you had the other people that were kind of like, no, you know what I'm saying? Then you had the people that were kind of neutral, you know what I'm saying? They wasn't for sure if it did or not, to some degree. But when she asked me, oh man, I think she didn't like my answer. So let me tell y'all what I said. I said, Miss J, I gotta be honest with you. I think slavery evolved into something else. You know what I'm saying? People are obsessed with money. Some people are slaves to money. You know what I'm saying? Some people are slaves to clothing. Materialism is a form of slavery because you can become obsessed with that. You become obsessed with other things. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, even if you really like realistically look at a job, she was not happy with my answer. I could tell by the look on her face. She was like, you say one more word. I was like, oh my God. And I mean, the class was like, like they were shocked, you know, by my response. Like, what? Like, my response wasn't like, it's giving y'all some, like, opening your mind up to new things. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about some people, but you got to be open-minded in this world. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Closed-mindedness, you know what I'm saying? Kind of just being closed-minded don't really help. You know what I'm saying? So the class, they were shocked, like I said, my answer. And Miss J, like, I was trying to, like, not be mean, or I wasn't arrogant about it. You know what I'm saying? Now, I could have been like, I told you. You know how some people are, like, really, like, egotistic about it? I was just like, that's how I really feel about it. Like, people can get obsessed with clothes, jewelry, you know what I'm saying, all that stuff. Like, that is another form of slavery if you really think about it, because some people slave to buy clothing. Some people slave to buy jewelry, just like the J's. You know what I'm saying? I use that as an example. Like, people dying over J's. That's a form of materialism. It's just slavery in another form. And, you know, Miss J, I could tell that, you know, she wasn't happy with my question, or my answer, I should say, my actual response. And I was like, oh my God, like, why can't we be expressive? You know what I'm saying? I thought this was college. This is not high school. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there saying to myself, like, Man, she had that look like, you say another word. I just knew if I would have went deeper in the rabbit hole, oh boy, I probably would have got kicked out, or probably even worse, would have failed her class, like literally that semester. Miss J was like, oh, okay, I understand where you know, somewhat where you're coming from, but you really think that? And I'm like, yeah, I really think that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not about to, like, change my opinion because someone else want me to change my opinion in the back of my mind. But, you know, I'm glad that she wasn't like how some teachers where they want to snap back at you because y'all got a difference in opinion. You know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, you know, and it ended awkwardly. You know what I'm saying? Like, we left her class. You know what I'm saying? And I remember that day because I remember when I left class, my class was like, man, you ruffled her feathers. You ruffled her feathers. I'm like, look, man, I was just trying to express how I really felt about this topic because, you know what I'm saying, people was giving these like small versions of, you know, what slavery is. And literally, you know what I'm saying, not saying that they weren't open, like they didn't know the information. Maybe they didn't know the information. I don't know. But that's just how I am. I'm a big thinker, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just glad that she didn't kick me out. But I could tell she was frustrated with me because usually she'd say, hey, have a, you know, enjoy the rest of y'all day. Not that day. She was furious with me, y'all. I was worried when I came back to class that next week. I was like, oh boy. I was saying to myself like, oh, I hope I don't get in trouble just for being expressive. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't rude about it. You know what I'm saying? I could have been rude about it, but I wasn't. But I came back that following week to her class. It seemed like she let go of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess she understood, like, everyone's going to have different opinions about things. We didn't have a talk about it, but I could tell that she didn't like necessarily what I said, and that's okay. You're not going to agree with everything somebody says. That's the problem with a lot of people. People will be like, oh, well, you should conform to this. You should conform to that. I wasn't trying to conform her opinion. I was more so trying to like bring something else more to it to like reveal like, look, this stuff is still around. It's just evolved into something else. That's all I was trying to do. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad that it didn't lead to me getting kicked out of class or failing her class. But has that ever happened to you where a teacher asks your opinion on a question that we discussed in class and the teacher does not necessarily agree with your opinion or view on it? You tell me in the comments, guys. Your boy Ill Blur Matic back with a story time. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for supporting me, guys. I truly do appreciate it. Thanks for commenting. That counts. I love when y'all comment. Like, keep commenting. I love when y'all like. Thank y'all so much for that. And like I said, if you have not subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Have a great day, guys. And I am out.
Next time, oh yeah, Ill Blur Matic.